Alright, I'm sitting down on the job. Don't tell anybody. Yeah, we're at the toilet, right? Pulled all my tiles up, and I put a line down. So here's a new line. Here's my original grid line, right? Remember that? Side to side, front to back, my grid. So I pulled all these tiles up, and I wanted to extend the grid because this is where the grout would be, right? So now I'm thinking, a buddy of mine was curious about how I'm going to do this closet flange. So John, this is for you to give you a kind of an idea of what I'm thinking about here. So I got a full tile, obviously, and even this one is a repeat. You see it? Look. Let's see what would be. Look at here. Look at this. Let's call this like a little island, right? With a little smaller island. Okay, and then this kind of like a swamp area. Right? Let's get some more light on here. Maybe that'll help. See? And over here, little island, the smaller island, and the swamp, right? And the lines you can see, right? So I'm not totally concerned about it, I don't think, because it's offset, right? See how far over it is from here versus here? I mean, here we have the repeat as well, but the toilet's going to be here. Because look, here's my overhang right there. So I'm actually going to be pushing that back, right? I made a template. I don't know if you saw it. I made a template. It took a couple tries before I got it the way I wanted it to be. The first one I tried was the old screw and the string, and that worked. But then I found something that I could just sit on top. It was what was it? It was for HVAC. It was I forget what it's called, but it's it hooks up to your trunk. It's a different trade that I'm not thinking about right now. But anyway, I use that as a template. And here's my closet flange template. So that's gonna work for me. I think I'll cut it a little bit bigger because I'm definitely, when I get to cutting, I'm gonna cut around the tile a little bit longer because I don't want to have a snug fit. I just want to have a nice, comfortable fit. But we have to figure out. Here's what I got to figure out. What do I want to do here? Because I got a full tile and my partial. So, and if we do with the third, and I moved my Andy Warhol project right there. So, what do I want to do here? If I push this up, let me get something set up here a sec. Okay, I gotta make sure that I'm not meandering from my new line, which is important. So I'm good. All right, I'm good. Maybe meandered a little bit, but I'm not going to worry about it too much because this is the toilet compartment, right? The water closet. So, okay, so I moved my tile up, and what do we have? Well, there's no way I'm going to be able to do a one piece. My buddy was asking, well, am I going to be able to do a one piece? And I said to him, well, it depends where the tile falls. If the tile was pushed up more, then I could do a one piece, right? If it was like, here, but I don't have it. So, and he said, well, you're going to do 2 half moons? And I'm like, so yeah, John, I'm going to be doing pretty much, a half moon. So, I think, well, yeah, I mean, I'm going to have to break it into 2 pieces of tile, so that's no big deal because just of the way the tile falls. So, but I'm still trying to think about if I want to do. I mean, I can't do a full tile here because I got a full tile here. So, what to do? And if I wanted to do third, right? I would be doing my third. No, where's my tape? Where's my tape measure? Hold on a second. I'll be back. Okay. So I don't know if this light's helping much. Let me. Okay, there we go. That might be a little bit better. All right. So if I was doing a true third, it would be right around 8 inches, right? But I got this right here. So I think because this is the toilet water closet, toilet compartment, whatever you want to call it. I think architects like to call it the WC, right? The water closet. I'm I'm gonna have to kind of breach my third, and because it might look. I mean, I gotta be practical. I want to be having one tile there, one cut here, right, the bottom part of the moon, right, and then I can put my fill over here, which is it's 12 inches minus an eighth, because I've been taking 2/16, which is an eighth, right, because a 16th for this and a 16th against the wall. And I probably should take more off against the wall because of the Curdy band. So I might make it, even though, yeah, see I got my spacers there. And I might make it, let's see, 11 and, if I do 7/8, I could do 11 3/4. I might do 11 3/4, which will, because here's what I don't want to do. I don't want to make it so tight to where, yeah, sure, I could put a horseshoe spacer in there, but I don't want to have to take it back out to the wet saw to trim off another eighth, you know what I mean? So, because the tile that I'm going to be using for my cove, it's got a good thickness to it, and I'm going to be using thin set to boot. So all right, so let's say we have this figured out, full tile and my fill, which is going to be 11 and change, right? See that? Then what do I do back to, let's see, what do I have? Yeah, see, it's going to be, I'm going to have, see that dimension? Let me push you in. I'll try to end this. So it's 13 and change. What does that say right there? 13, I can't see it. 13 3/8, give or take, something like that. Anyway, the tile is 12 inches. So we're going to have a sliver, a fill piece of less than 2 inches. But it can't be helped. It cannot be helped. And it's, the good thing about it is it's behind the toilet. That's for my little one, and what's it going to be? Let's see here. It's going to be roughly 1 inch and, oh man. Yeah, that's a sliver. It's a sliver. You don't want a sliver, right? It's, I mean, it doesn't matter exactly what it is right now, but it's going to be not something I'm desiring back along that back wall. But it can't be helped. So I'm not going to cry over spilt milk, or whatever the term is. Don't cry over spilt milk. Remember that phrase? No, that. So where are we? We are making progress. I'm going to do this whole tile here, fill here, and then I'll probably just do another whole tile back there, and a fill here, and let's see, what else could I do? Yeah, it's not a good, it doesn't work out as far as getting a nice layout, it just doesn't work. So the one good thing is this is, and I said it probably 4 or 5 times, I'll say it one more time, this is the toilet area, so it's not critical to have perfect layout. It's like a closet. When you do a closet, nobody cares about the closet. You have to make it work, but nobody cares about it. It's not like, in the middle of the room out here, right? So, all right, I'll leave you with this shot right here. I got work to do. I got to make my cut over here. I got to put my full tile over there. I got to figure out what my cut's going to be over here. It's probably going to be just this, very similar to this cut, right? And then I have to work on my slivers, which I will do in. I have scrap, so I can work on that. So, and I'll try to do factory edge, because I want to do all factory, cut against the wall, cut against the wall, cut against the wall. All right, you get the idea? Hopefully I didn't confuse you. So that's the plan. And John, this one was for you. so this is what I got going on right here. I'll leave you with this shot right there, okay? Because look, underneath here is my closet flange. Here's my template, right? So I'm going to leave you with this shot right there. All right, thanks for watching. Hope you're having a good day, and there's going to be a lot more to come.